Hey, welcome to TokuTalkers. Today we're talking GoZyuger episode 35 and Commoner Zeztz episode 7. I'm one of your hosts, Buster. With me is my other wonderful co-host, Wyatt. And we got a Naruhisa Arakawa written episode of GoZyuger. For those not in the know, Naruhisa Arakawa has been writing Sentai for, I think, since Jetman. Yeah, since Jetman. But
Cool.
he's had a couple head writing gigs since then, specifically on Deca Ranger and Aba Ranger, and he also had wrote Gokaiger, Akiba Ranger. He's done a lot. He's done like one-off episodes. He also did Kira Major. That was the last
In
big.
Kuga, right? Like
Yeah, he
with
did
that.
help with
Yeah.
Kuga. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been all over the place with Sentai, and it's been a while since he's like. I think the last thing he wrote was the Deca Ranger anniversary movie. Um, so also I think he wrote the he also wrote the Aba Ranger anniversary movie. I liked the Aba Ranger one. I haven't watched the Deca Ranger one. Deca Ranger's a
Oh,
good
yeah.
show though.
It fits because this is a Die Ranger inspired episode. Like this is the arc that we're in is with Ryu Ranger, and that's like an older. It's weird to
Yeah,
think
and
that that's like an old school Sentai now because it's in the 90s, but there you go.
yeah, especially 'cause it's probably just newer to us because it's like, oh, we haven't seen like most of those suits because of like Power
Yeah,
Rangers like
yeah.
not adapting them. So it's
Hmm.
like we probably associate that more of 2000s. But
Yeah.
that just
Uh,
the weird armchair armchair
yeah, yeah,
psychology.
yeah.
But yeah, good fun, lots of fun Die Ranger references in this, like because of the Universe Warrior. I love the
Mhm.
part where it's like they're doing the cooking competition and they go whoa, 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 whoa,
Yep.
like the opening.
Yeah.
So that like it's catnip, but I like it. I like it. It's
Yeah, yeah.
funny.
How do you feel about Die Ranger? Is that one that you
I
had
have
checked
not
out?
finished it. I know
Okay.
how it ends, and I'm very curious to see the context leading up to the ending. Because
All right.
everyone tells me it comes out of nowhere, but I'm like, no, there has to be some kind of build up to there.
Right.
Some kind. I'm sure I might be wrong. I might be completely off base, but I'm like, my brain could probably think of like a way to tie the show together with that very infamous ending.
Yeah.
Uh,
I was like during that time period where I was getting into Sentai, this was obviously one that I locked in on because it's like, ooh, these suits, we never saw them and except for Kiba Ranger and Power Rangers. So obviously like the Power Rangers series that I was familiar with, those were the first Sentai series that I went to check out. And it took me a while to go back and watch stuff like Jetman or Turbo Ranger or Live Man or Change Man, like some of those older Showa. I guess only one of those was Showa, but
yeah,
yeah,
Heisei, yeah.
yeah. But Live Man kind of, I think it's like
Live Man's like
started.
end of Showa. Live Man's
Yeah,
end of Showa, and then
yeah.
like Turbo Ranger onward is Heisei.
Hmm. But yeah, like Die Ranger is very nostalgic to me for that reason. I
Yeah.
first watched it probably like 14 years ago, which is crazy to think that like, yeah, because that was like 2011. I want to say that was when Samurai was airing, and it's when like I was watching a lot of like Kamen Rider and Sentai, like getting into it with like O's and stuff like that. So and Zhu Ranger.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh Trying to think. Yeah. I also like how we have a Kijino focused episode again.
yep.
And also like how we like kind of remember we were complaining. It's like where's Sumino gonna go from here? And literally the first minute of the episode addresses that kind of like
Yeah, yeah,
thing.
yeah. They're like, okay, her sister is not out of the woods yet.
Yeah.
She has to find a way to heal her and everything. So
Yeah.
she still does have some motivation
And it
to her
kind of ties in
character.
with like the beginning of this episode ties in with the end of like this episode where it's like Kijino's kind of wondering like what am I fighting for like ultimately with like his like the conflict of the other grandpa turned you twink.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's like, it's cool to give him a more serious episode because he's
Yeah,
had some serious episodes or like good episodes, but
moments.
a lot of them were like a little bit campy or cheesy, but like good. Like there was the one about like the Showa era versus the Reiwa era,
Yeah,
and stuff like that. Which is like that hits, but it's also like kind of silly. Whereas like this is like an actual serious, like even if the Battle of the Olds is kind of a
yeah,
funny premise, like he's kind of taking it very seriously. He's taking this rivalry pretty seriously.
Yeah.
And it's cool to have that. And it's also like the B plot with the monsters I found very
Oh yeah,
fascinating.
I was about to get into that because
Uh-huh.
we bring back the gold bell mook of the week that like the first
Mhm.
arc of the show really liked using, where it's like every episode had like a weird like variation of the gold bell like mook,
Yeah, it was
and then
where
it's
like
like
they look exactly the same, but they're a different guy. Like it's like a
yeah.
unique character, but they all look the same, which I love.
Yeah, and like
Um,
we bring that back to do this like arc with this like drunken like no one
mhm,
who's like very good at cards.
yeah.
Uh and then
And then
like but
he's just sad because the young people don't like to play cards anymore, so his talent is useless.
hey man, like I'm just saying, hop on Balatro.
Yeah, yeah. No, I love I'm excited about the preview for the next week because
Yeah.
them playing Old Maid. I'm like, it's like the Goro episode where,
Yeah. Oh
you know.
yeah, that episode. Yeah. Yeah.
So this made me think of Garo. Uh,
Yeah.
and then the monster, like the bell guy, like he's the one who really takes charge because no one is like just a little bit too drunk and pathetic in
Yeah.
this episode to like get anything done. The bell guy Ko, he ends up sacrificing himself Chaozu style,
Yeah. It's
blowing
like
himself
I was
blowing
like, what
himself
the hell?
blowing himself up, but it doesn't work. And it's like this no, but and I was like, wow, it just like ends on that note, and then thankfully next episode like continues with that character. So
Yeah, it's a fun way of doing a two-parter where it's like, oh, like what the monster's kind of like pathetic, and then it's like next
mm,
week he locks in. That's a
yeah,
fun way of doing a two-parter.
yeah, absolutely. I'm very excited for that. I was a little bit like, where's this going with the main plot? Because like his rival Genji was just like winning every single match. So I'm like, okay, how are they gonna like BS a victory from like our guy?
Yeah,
Like how is he gonna win if he's just losing? He should like win one thing. So it's like a little bit of a like, oh, we have to do the tiebreaker or something. Um, but other than that, yeah, I really enjoyed it. Uh, it really just focused on him, and he was like the primary character, which is good.
yeah,
I like just slowing down and focusing on one character, especially after like a big dramatic arc like we just had. So there you
yeah.
go, thumbs up. I like the episode.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
good episode. I'm actually looking at. I could be completely wrong because Ranger Wiki is often BS, but apparently the cards in the second challenge the artwork might have been AI generated, but like, I don't know, whatever. It's a
That's such
prop.
a that's a weird
Use. Yeah,
one.
that's a
That's a
weird
weird
use.
weird thing if they did do it. It's a weird thing that they decided to put it into the Ranger wiki. Um
Yeah, I guess because it's I don't know,
like that it's a yeah.
I don't
So
know,
I just try to stay away from any of that like
like
random guys on Twitter.
conspiratorial bullshit. Yeah, like I mean,
Yeah.
like granted, like it's been a more hot button issue, especially in Tokusatsu spaces recently.
Oh
So
yeah,
it's like
there was that terrible Mormon Power Rangers thing that happened.
Mormon Power
Right.
Rangers.
The like ninja kids or
So
whatever.
I made a hey I check out my latest video. I
Right.
complained about it. I hate that it did. It's already done way better than most of my videos this year. Anyway,
Mhm, mhm.
but hey, you got.
Yeah.
I'll get the bag. I'll get the bag. I gotta chase the
Hell
bag.
yeah.
Anyway. Speaking of chasing the bag, Commodore Zets. Case
Mhm.
7. Punish. How do I feel
Yes.
about this episode?
It's the conclusion of, this current two episode story arc. We
Yeah.
get a little bit more info on Nem. It's more interesting. I mean, by the end of the episode, we know what the deal is with her.
Yeah.
She, spoilers for anybody. But she is in a coma, but she's not in the possession. She's not in a hospital or in the possession of like her manager. She's with the bad guy man. What the hell is his name?
Knox. Knox. I don't
Okay,
think they've said
Knox.
his name. They haven't said
Okay.
his name. They did. We
Yeah,
know his
yeah,
name
yeah.
is
I've been
Knox.
paying
But like,
attention. I've been trying to pay attention to be like, what's his name? But yeah, Knox. So I figured that they had like a connection going on there.
yeah, I mean the
Because
opening
she
teased it.
yes, and the just the idea of like Nem being she's like this man. Do you know that like internet
That
hoax
man.
thing? Yeah, like this man.
Oh.
Like, have you seen this man like in your dreams?
Ah.
Like because she appears in everybody's dreams. I was
Oh,
like,
that part.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I figured like, yes, she's famous, like that's why she appears in a lot of people's dreams, but I figure she's famous because she has these like dream powers. She's able to like appear in so many people's dreams at once. She's like, because this man, like that internet creepypasta thing, is like a weird creepy guy, but she's like a, you know, a beautiful actress, like model lady. So like it's not the exact same thing, but it's very similar to that. Um but yeah, the this episode otherwise, like what he uses a projection power,
Yeah, like
which is
a
just like
variation on the blue form,
mhm,
which
yeah.
I like it. I like the cape. I like the cape, the cape scheme,
Yeah.
and then like I also like how we be getting a lot of rider kick finishers. Like usually they save that for like the first and final episodes, and then occasionally they'll sprinkle it in. But it's
Yeah,
like no,
that's weird. It's
it's
weird how
nice.
like uncommon that is now that you mention it.
Yeah,
Usually it's like, oh, they have a weapon and then they shoot a gun or slash with a sword. So
yeah,
he uses like a drill kick, like Fi style.
yeah. On
Um,
the brain, which is kind of crazy.
yeah,
Like the brain of the giant like thing.
yeah.
Uh, yeah, it's
Um,
great.
the we like I kind of like the I remember being at the end of the last episode and being like, all right, relationship between them and the manager guy a little sus, but by
Yeah,
this point I'm like, okay, it's not as sus, right?
yeah.
I think he really is just like, oh, I'm grief stricken. This person that
He's just
I
like
had like a
projecting it
daughter
in a
figure.
weird way, like a weird like way to
Yes.
like make the it's like when a Scooby Doo like freaking
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
culprit of the week like does something
hmm
weird and it's like oh they're not actually the culprit, they were trying to prevent it. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's, you know, he's off the sus list for now.
For
Um,
now,
yeah, for now.
yeah,
But yeah, one thing I will say that I'm a little confused by, like why it needs to be a secret, is that when the like paranormal guys come in to the base, like why does Zero need to hide? Like they already know that he goes into people's dreams and is a common rider. He has to hide a robot bike from them, like you
yeah.
know.
I hope that gets resolved soon. I hope they just like be like
Yeah.
Zero's just be like I'm here to like
Yeah, I would
I
like
would
that. I would like that dynamic. I would like all of that. Like, why not? Just have them all like hang out. It would just be like Boom Boonger. There's just like hanging out at a base. There's a robot
yeah,
walking around. You know, voiced by Ash Ketchum. You know,
yeah. It's great,
it's
great
good,
stuff. Yeah.
good times. How did you feel? How do you feel about this episode and this two-parter?
It was pretty solid. I think it kind of like confirms a lot of thoughts on Zets right now, where I'm having fun,
Mm,
but oh my god, this show is the most build up, and it's
yeah,
gonna be kind of disappointing if it drops the ball like at any point with that build up.
yeah,
It
I can see
could,
that.
it could not. I don't know where it's going. Um, it's just like they're just like this show is such a slow burn, and it's kind of frustrating knowing. Oh, I don't know if this is gonna stick the landing or not week to week. And if I'm gonna be like, "I've wasted my life," or something.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
Um.
uh,
I I do like, I don't know, like I said, I like
it's
the
still
previous
enjoyable, like,
two-parter.
the action is great, and I like the characters, I just feel like,
Yeah.
man, like, I still don't have, like, a pulse on that show, and that's exciting, but also scary.
Yeah, I feel like that's kinda like the worst part of any Kamen Rider show or Sentai or whatever, is like, you wanna give it the benefit of the doubt because you wanna believe that the stuff that's being set up is gonna go somewhere, but, like, being in that kinda limbo of, like, I don't know if it's gonna amount to anything, because sometimes they really do just kinda piss away good ideas, you know, in
Yeah.
certain shows, or they pivot from one state to another. Like, Saber, which is a show I enjoy,
They kinda
starts,
dropped the amnesia stuff, like, very early
yeah,
on.
and it starts a certain way, and then by, like, episode 15, 16, or whatever, it's like, yeah, usually there's arc transitions, but a lot of times they'll try to stay in the same mode of like, okay, it's generally about this thing, but it like pivots hard into like the writer versus writer stuff.
Yeah.
Um, you know, whereas like something like X-Aid, you know, first half of it is still focused on Monster of the Week stuff, and then the second half of it is like the Kamen Rider Chronicle, like things going crazy. Parad's the villain now, you know, Proto's
Yeah.
dad is the villain,
But that feels like a
etc.
natural progression of what they set up earlier, but it's like, this is
Yeah.
like sometimes it can, like like I'm not sure how it's going. Like Geats, I thought like the ideas of the like changing arcs were good. I just think they kind of like dropped the ball by only focusing on 4 characters in a battle royale show. Like
Yeah, because it just made it more or less a normal Kamen Rider show.
yeah,
Like a normal kind of like writer versus writer. Whereas like I don't know, I guess Gaim did it pretty well, but they also had some like complete loser writer. Like they had like Guridon and
yeah. I mean, I don't mind
whatever.
having like loser writers, and I think Gaim does that concept well, especially with a couple episodes it does. But it's like I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, we'll
Yeah.
see. We'll see
Yeah.
where Zets is going. Like, I'm just like, I'm a bit nervous, but I'm like, I'm willing to trust the process for now, especially because the action directing is so good, and it
And
makes
that's
my
the
brain
thing is
tingle.
that it kind of reminds me of Drive, but Drive had like multiple villains. It
Yeah,
had like Brain and Heart and Medic. Uh, and I'm not saying that they were like the best villains ever, but
they were good.
yeah, but they at least were like hanging out. Same thing with like something like O's, like that would just have like a group of villains, and then you had, like something like Forze that focused on the heroes, and the
Yeah,
interpersonal drama. So like the villain stuff was more of like person of the week, that kind of thing. Every so often they would fight like the Scorpio Zodiarts or whatever. But yeah, so I feel like Nox is just he's like not present enough. He's like a solo villain, but he's not quite that like enter from Go Busters style, like up in the face of the heroes. He's throwing out his like wires at them every episode. Sava, Go Busters, etc.
yeah.
He's more like distant, mysterious guy plotting in the shadows. And right now it's just like I'm just wondering, like, okay, I get why he's agent and needs to like help these dreams because it will be bad if things go wrong. But like it's more like the overarching, like, what is this leading to? Like what is you know, like because it's not gonna stay like this forever. It's gonna be boring. It's fine to keep it's got to like culminate into something soon. So I guess I'm interested to see that. But otherwise, like I like this one not as much as the previous two, but I am interested, I guess, in the like, okay, what's Nem? What's her deal as far as being a like dream, nightmare and creating entity? Uh, like what's the deal with that? So, you know, I'm still mostly positive on Zets. It hasn't entered the Omega. This is mid. We're just saying the same thing every single week zone.
Yeah,
Um,
because I'm enjoying myself. I'm enjoying
yes.
myself. Like Omega was kind of like having like, okay, this is just the same thing over and over,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
problem. And it's like apparently Omega's been doing some interesting stuff, but it's still like, I don't know, man. I don't. It burned me too much. Like at
Yeah.
the like just kind of especially because that's the halfway point of the show. Like Zet's like halfway point is gonna be the 20s. Omega's halfway point is the 10s. So it's like,
Yeah. Mm.
yeah, I don't know. I'll
But I,
finish Omega someday. I just can't really like. I don't want to cover it week to week right now.
yeah.
Um. Okay,
But I
I
think
think
that's
that's
it.
it.
I
Yeah, that's
I don't
it
have
for
anything
Toku
else.
Talk. And Wyatt, plug your stuff.
Going over to Twitter and Bluesky, Wazbranger, WAZP Ranger. It's mostly stream of consciousness stuff, but I do post about videos I'm making and podcasts I'm doing. My main podcast is Cartoon Buffoons, which I do with my friend Morgan. We go through every Cartoon Network show in order. Right now, the last episode that was put up was Batman Brave and the Bold on the Patreon. So $3, you get that right now. If you want to just check it out for free, Secret Saturdays episode just went up. That show is super good, by the way. So
I remember
everybody go
really
check it
liking
out.
it when it was airing.
It's yeah, I remember liking it, and then I was like, surely maybe this show kind of sucks. Maybe it's kind of mediocre or whatever. Going back to it, and then I watched it. I'm like, man, this is still peak, like this type of show even today. Like it feels like it's still like super strong. Like if this came out today, it would be like one of the best shows of the year, like today.
Yeah.
So it's just like, yeah, very strong, really cool show. Check that out. Even has like it's one of those shows that was like kind of cut short. And
Ah,
but the
does it actually
second
have an
season,
ending?
that's the thing. Like it's like okay KO where they transformed the like final batch of episodes into like one story arc that just like
Nice.
wraps everything up. So
That's
final
good. I
season
like
is
that.
like final season is just like 13 episodes of pure momentum story wrapping everything up. Yet it doesn't feel like rushed or anything. It feels like it's all like really going somewhere and really developing the characters and bringing it to this satisfying endpoint. Good times. So check out Cartoon Buffoons. It's fun. And if you only got $1, you can also be on the Patreon and listen to Wow Cool Robot, which is me and my friend Wayne going through every single robot in existence. It's like over 100 episodes at this point, so go through the catalog, have fun. How about you, Buster?
You can find my YouTube channel where, hey, remember that Mormon interesting Wyatt
Right.
mentioned? I had a video about that. Just
Yeah.
kind of like with I referenced the Super Eye Patch Wolf thumbnail in because I am nothing but a hack. Uh, but I'm mostly a creative hack. Anyway,
Yeah.
but yeah, you can find that video and all sorts of videos on the Buster Group channel. We're approaching 300 analysis videos, so get ready for that. Also, I'm doing YouTube Shorts of just like
Cool.
repackaging my videos in the YouTube Shorts format. So if you like YouTube Shorts for some ungodly reason, you could
I
there's that for you. I'm
think
also
I
on
saw another
Bluesky.
one of them when I was doom scrolling. Like, cause I saw one last week, and I think I saw maybe it was Gav.
Yeah.
Uh, like I see a couple of them like whenever I'm doom scrolling. So
Yeah. Hey, at least it's working. That means it's working. So I'm like, oh,
yeah,
people are
yeah,
discovering it through my like
mhm.
it's working.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Between
uh,
cat videos and cooking videos, there's your videos every so often. So thumbs
thank
up.
God. Yeah. Anyway, uh, so yeah, you can also find me on Blue Sky where I'm yapping about whatever. I beat Pokemon ZA, so I've been talking a lot about Pokemon and stuff. So yeah, and that's gonna do it for this episode of Toku Talkers. We'll see you whenever we get an episode. Maybe next week, maybe the week after for some more Zets and GoZuger.
Cool.